Coming up tonight on KRCG 13 Live at 5, one person is injured after an accidental shooting at MU.
Donald Trump is not a racist.
The presumptive presidential nominees make history and controversy as 6 states hold primaries. And as electric cars gain popularity, we look at the availability of recharging stations in Missouri.
And it is the first backyard barbecue of 2016. We've got a full report plus your forecast coming up. KRCG 13 Live at 5 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 Live at 5.
Good evening, I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us. One person's injured after an accidental shooting on the Mizzou campus. KRCG 13's Courtney Joden is at the scene with the details. Courtney.
Yes, Megan, I'm behind the loading dock of Pleasant 900 Dining Hall, where University of Missouri Police Department, they just finished up wrapping up investigating an accidental shooting where a man accidentally shot himself. We don't know where exactly yet, but he was rushed to the hospital. Witnesses say that were on the scene. The MU Police Major Brian Weimer says one individual suffered a gunshot wound due to an accidental shooting. He says the individual who was injured fired the gun himself accidentally. According to an MU alert, a weapon was fired at the loading dock of Pleasant 900, which is the dining hall on Virginia Avenue, between Virginia Avenue and College Avenue. And that's it. That's all the information that we got right now. Police on the scene, they weren't really saying much, but again, the witnesses did say that the man was rushed to the hospital, and it believes to be non-life-threatening injuries. But again, one man shot himself accidentally. There was no threat to the campus, and the man was rushed to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries that we believe. Live in Columbia, Courtney Joden, KRCG 13.
Former Osage County Sheriff Michael Dixon appeared in a Boone County courtroom this morning. It was in connection to a felony weapons charge. KRCG 13's Stephanie Hirata was there. She joins us live in the studio with the details.
Megan, Judge Deborah Daniels granted a continuance in the Michael Dixon case to allow the parties more time to prepare for an evidentiary hearing. That hearing will decide whether Dixon stands trial. In May, the former sheriff pleaded not guilty to a Class D felony stemming from an incident in early March. Investigators say Dixon was drunk when he drew a loaded concealed handgun from his waistband and pointed it at another man at the Hitching Post Tavern in Hartsburg. He was already on probation after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor harassment charge in 2013 when he was accused of harassing a female Bell police officer. In 2015, the Department of Public Safety revoked Dixon's peace officer license, but a Cole County judge reinstated it. Dixon resigned as Osage County Sheriff in late May.
I think, if anything, it reflects how serious he's taking this matter, that he wants to make sure that he is entirely focused on this, and it's not there's nothing interfering with his ability to fight these cases.
Dixon is expected back in court on August 11th. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Stephanie Hirata.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority First Weather.
Hey, it's been a gorgeous day outside, a lot of sunshine, low humidity, mild temperatures. It is a perfect night for a barbecue. In fact, it is our first backyard barbecue of 2016. We are in Jefferson City tonight. Again, a lot of winners lined up. We've got 8 winners and their friends all here. Again, there's Rod Smith. Again, everybody, you're on TV. Yeah, that's fine. Give everybody a wave. There you go. See, I'm telling you, everybody is excited to be here. We've got the Missouri Beef Council, Hy-Vee. We've even got Cat Country here with the Zimmer Radio Group providing the music for us tonight. And again, the weather is fantastic. This is what it looks like over Jefferson City right now. A lot of blue skies. A live look on our Scruggs Lumber camera. Again, just a few clouds here and there. Across the satellite and radar, once again, very dry skies. Finding a few clouds towards the Great Lakes. Otherwise, we are cool and comfortable across mid-Missouri. Right now, temperatures here are in the upper 70s. And that's what you can expect for the backyard barbecue. Sunshine, upper 70s with clear skies as we get into the, about the 7 o'clock hour. So by this time, wrapping up, mid-70s to even the lower 70s. As we head into your overnight hours, we'll find one more cool night, but we are going to find a lot more of that heat and summer humidity returning. Those details are coming up in your full 7-day forecast.
All right, thanks, Zach. Visitors to Jefferson City will soon be guided to attractions by new signs that point their way. Council members approved the new wayfinding signs Monday night. They're designed to help people find the Katy Trail, Old Munichburg, the Governor's Mansion, and other venues in town. The council voted 8-2 for the sign project to move forward.
It's definitely something that's needed, especially in the core of our city, as we have a lot of visitors here, being the state capital, so it's something that was needed, and the city received a grant for it and a lot of support from several different organizations and business districts in the area.
The $210,000 project is funded through a grant. Signs will start to go up over the next few months. Zach will have a complete check of our forecast next. Plus, one presidential candidate has been banned by a popular social media website. That's still ahead on KRCG 13 live at 5.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority forecast.
We are live in Jefferson City. It is the backyard barbecue. A little different this year. We're going with the big backyard barbecue. We pick 8 winners each week. You can bring up to 7 of your friends, and we will hang out and barbecue in your hometown. And tonight is Jefferson City. Again, we got all the winners lined up here with their friends. Hey, everybody wave. There you go. Yeah, you're on TV. That's exactly right. Check that out. Aaron and Dave with Cat Country providing the music for us tonight. Again, the Zimmer Radio Group will partner with us again, providing some live entertainment. And besides Rod Smith and myself, we also got the Beef Council and your Hy-Vee on board, and we've got some awesome burgers here with the Missouri Beef Council as well. Each week we'll have a different theme with the meat, and again, something special. We'll hear more about that later in the show. In the meantime, the weather tonight, it is going to be fantastic. It's been a very comfortable day, lots of sunshine, low temperatures for June anyway. Again, upper 70s today. We'll find comfortable conditions tonight, clear skies, falling back into the 50s tomorrow morning. Maybe a good night to leave the windows open and let a little fresh air as northwest winds continue between 5 to 10 miles per hour. I say that because as we get closer to the weekend is going to be hot and humid. We're going to find those temperatures climbing in the low to mid 90s. It is definitely going to feel a lot more like summer by the time, well, really even Friday rolls around, before even the weekend gets here. So again, some cooler weather for the next day or two before that heat and humidity return, and it continues for the weekend. As far as clouds, not much. Here is the scan across mid-Missouri, and we are cloud-free. That also means we are rain-free. Again, a little different story last night as we had a couple of those pop-up cells roll through, and some of them, some gusty winds, doing a little bit of damage, knocking some power out in Lynn and Meta and a couple other spots of mid-Missouri last night. Temperatures, though, pretty gorgeous today, well below average. Again, normally we'd find a high temperature right around 80 to 81 degrees, and we're sitting about 76 to 78 across many spots in mid-Missouri. Warmer in Sedalia, Marshall, you're both at 81 degrees, 80 right now in Herman, and a slew of 77s, even 78s across mid-Missouri. Here is a live look right now over Jefferson City, our Scruggs Lumber camera, and you can see a cloud or two, not much. Those dew points very on that low side. Again, very dry. We're at 50 degrees. Again, a 28-degree difference, and for this time of the year, we'll take it. That means heat and humidity is lacking. We'll have high pressure controlling our weather as we go through the remainder of your evening. Plenty of clear skies. That will continue for the next day or two as high pressure starts to move off towards the east coast later this week. That's when we'll start to find that heat and humidity returning. In the meantime, tonight, clear skies, comfortable conditions, low humidity, and a cool start to your Wednesday with temperatures back into the 50s. As we go through your Wednesday afternoon, we could find a few thin clouds. Overall, a pretty gorgeous evening. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon, a little warmer. We'll be back into the 80s. For your Thursday, we'll find a warm front approaching the area. That could bring a little more cloud cover and maybe a stray shower. That's also at least going to bring more humidity and a little more moisture to mid-Missouri, and we'll start to feel that by the time Thursday afternoon rolls around, and that'll continue into the weekend. So the forecast for tonight, mostly clear skies, comfortable temperatures right around 56 degrees with those northerly winds continuing. As we go through the afternoon tomorrow, sunshine continues, seasonal, just a degree or two warmer. We'll find highs right around 83 degrees. Then we get into your Thursday, and we'll really start to feel that humidity. I think we could find a stray shower with highs right around 90 degrees. Thursday Night Live back in downtown Jefferson City. And as we get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's really going to feel a lot more like summer. Low to mid 90s. That humidity is going to be full effect, and we'll find some unsettled weather returning early next week. In the meantime, it is the first Backyard Barbecue 2016. We are live in Jefferson City out at Binder Lake, guys. If you want more information on where you can sign up for the next Backyard Barbecue, you can get that on our website, krcgtv.com. Megan, back to you.
All right, thanks, Zach. Voters in 6 states are at the polls today, but no matter what happens, CBS News estimates Hillary Clinton will now be the Democratic nominee and face Donald Trump in the fall. Danielle Nottingham has the latest from a polling location in Los Angeles.
Hillary Clinton made history to become the first woman to be the presumptive nominee for a major political party.
So we're going to have quite an election, aren't we?
CBS News estimates Clinton locked up the nomination before voters in 6 states could head to the polls.
I really resent it because for once California mattered and they kind of took it away from us just the night before, we were going to vote.
Still, Bernie Sanders is fighting for every vote and says he feels good about tonight's results.
I think we got a shot. Okay.
With the nomination now secure, the establishment is lining up behind Clinton. President Obama called Sanders to say he will endorse Clinton soon, and Nancy Pelosi announced her support this morning.
I knew that everyone would ask me, who did you vote for? And I was proud to vote for Hillary Clinton and to endorse her.
Instead of attacking Clinton, Donald Trump has been receiving criticism for saying the judge in the Trump University lawsuit was biased because of his Mexican heritage. Ronald Reagan's son tweeted that his father probably would not support Trump if he were alive. And Senator Lindsey Graham called the comments un-American and said there will come a time when love of country will trump hatred of Hillary.
Go ahead, I'll meet you out here.
But some Republicans are now rallying to Trump's side.
I know Donald Trump. I've known him for 14 years, and Donald Trump is not a racist.
Chris Christie says he doesn't think the controversy will cost Trump any votes in November. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
There's also a major fallout between the Republican National Convention and popular website BuzzFeed. The site's refusing to post any Donald Trump ads and terminated an earlier contract with the RNC. That's BuzzFeed's CEO. He's quoted as saying, "We don't run cigarette ads because they're hazardous to our health, and we won't accept Trump ads for the exact same reason." The RNC spokesman fired back, saying they never really intended to use BuzzFeed anyway. According to Politico, the ad deal was valued at $1.3 million. When we come back, there are more electric cars in Missouri than you might think.
A cross-state road trip promotes MoDOT's vision for the future. I'm Garrett Bergquist. We ask how it might affect the infrastructure debate.
You might have seen one in mid-Missouri and not even realized it, but hundreds of thousands of electric cars are now on America's roads. MoDOT wants to expand the use of alternative fuels, including electricity, as part of its Road to Tomorrow project. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist tonight looks into Missouri's electric car infrastructure.
Ready for a little?
Laura Jones says switching to an electric car is one of the best decisions she ever made. And not just for the reasons you'd expect.
The power, it just feels different than regular old, muscle car.
Such vehicles play into MoDOT's Road to Tomorrow project. Among other things, the highway agency envisions alternative fuel stations along I-70.
We have to start embracing all fuels and ensuring all fuels, especially some markets such as electronic vehicles that are a growing share of the vehicles on the road, need to actually be part of that picture.
The U.S. Department of Energy says Missouri has 199 electric car recharging stations. Most are in the St. Louis and Kansas City areas. Missouri has no set regulatory framework for such stations. So far, the electric car recharging business has taken an all-of-the-above approach.
Some manufacturers build and maintain their own charging stations and include the cost in the price of the car. Other charging stations are maintained by cities or even nonprofits.
I was in Chicago over the weekend, and the hotel parking garage had 3 free charging stations, and downtown there were free charging stations in Kansas City and St. Louis.
The Road to Tomorrow team on Wednesday will present a 1-year progress report to the Highways and Transportation Commission. In Columbia, Garrett Bergquist, KRCG 13.
The Department of Energy says more than 113,000 plug-in hybrid and purely electric vehicles were sold last year. That's down slightly from 2014, but the second most all time. The Missouri Public Service Commission recently brought people from the utilities and electric vehicle industries together to hash out ideas for the regulation of electric charging stations. A busy night of barbecues with the Cole County Sheriff's Department and our own KRCG 13 Backyard Barbecue. That's where Rod Smith is live.
Thanks, Megan. We are live in Jefferson City. It is Backyard Barbecue time, and I'm getting hungry. Are you guys ready for some great burgers? Yeah! Backyard Barbecue coming up next.
Thanks for watching KRCG 13, Mid-Missouri's news leader.
Welcome back to our Backyard Barbecue. We are live in Jefferson City. You know the sports season is finished as far as high schools and colleges. So it's time for barbecue season. Our good friend Mark Russell from the Beef Council is with us again this year. Mark, thanks for helping us out. And you've got special burgers this year.
We absolutely have some great special burgers tonight made by Hy-Vee. They've got bacon, cheese, and great ground beef. So what could be better for a night like this?
Did you say it was beef month?
Beef month was May, and actually dairy month is June, so we're getting the best of both worlds.
Awesome. We'll put those on the grills in just a moment. Hey, thank you, Mark. Keep up the good work with the Beef Council. You know what? We've got 8 winners tonight, all here at Binder Park in Jefferson City. One of those guys is Jose Ramos. And Jose, you're no stranger to grilling. You know a little bit about that business.
Yeah, I mean, not professionally like these guys, of course, but a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
You know, a few burnt things, they still taste good if you put enough barbecue on them, you know.
All right. And Cardinals fan, Chiefs fan, you thinking good about those two teams?
Absolutely. Always positive. When you're a fan, you're always wanting to, you know, think positive of the season, you know. So hopefully everything go well this year.
You got your little brother here, Eric Ramos. Eric's going to give us a hand back there. There's Eric, former Jeff City J.
Yes, absolutely. Graduated in 09. He played all through high school. And definitely proud of him. Never missed a football game, that's for sure.
All right, thanks, Jose.
All right, thank you, guys.
Enjoy the evening. And we've got Cat Country with us here, too. We got Aaron and Dave back there. A couple of our radio stars, 94.3. They got the Cardinals game on tonight, too, but they're playing music for us tonight. Having a great time here at the Backyard Barbecue. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with a whole lot more. Zach will have a little more weather, which, by the way, is perfect tonight for barbecuing. Megan?
Looks like a good night. And speaking of a good night, the Cole County Sheriff's Auxiliary is holding their annual Sheriff's Barbecue fundraiser right now in Jefferson City. KRCG 13 meteorologist Dan Ebner is there and tells us where all the proceeds will go.
That's right, it's time for the annual Cole County Sheriff's Barbecue here at the Jefferson City Cole County Fairgrounds. You know, the money that goes and that's raised goes to a couple of really great causes here. And to tell us about where that money goes is Cole County Sheriff's Office Captain and Chief Deputy Chief Wheeler. Tell me about that, sir.
The money we raise here is also for Safety Net, like you were talking about, and that helps public safety people within our region. And it also goes towards to the Sheriff's Department itself to buy some equipment. It also helps with some of the other different kind of trainings that we have around here that our budget may not necessarily be able to afford.
So some of this money goes toward the posse, and I didn't know what the posse was until a couple of years ago when I came here. So tell me how important the Cole County posse is to your sheriff's office.
Really can't talk about the Cole County posse unless I talk about the Cole County Reserves also. Both of them are great programs. They're free programs to the citizens of Jeff City. We're able to bring in individuals that want to provide a service to the community at no cost. The reserves come in, they're law enforcement officers, they come in and they actually go out and patrol, and they do this without any money. They come out and do this. And then the posse are civilians, and they come out and help the department in numerous ways. They help with the Sheriff's Barbecue, they help with the visitation. It's quickly becoming a program that we can't do without.
Awesome. So it goes until 7 o'clock here at the Cole County Fairgrounds. The money goes to a great cause, and we encourage everyone to come out and support the Cole County Sheriff's Office. Live at the fairgrounds, meteorologist Dan Ebner, KRCG 13.
All right, thanks, Dan. Zach will have a final check of our forecast coming up after the break.
Hey, we're going to find pleasant conditions around the area tonight. We'll find 50s when you wake up tomorrow morning. More sunshine again for your Wednesday afternoon. We're back into the 80s. The heat and humidity return on Thursday, continuing into the weekend, Megan. It's a good night to barbecue. Hopefully you'll be able to get some.
If you bring some back to the station, I will. Thanks, Zach. And thank you for joining us for KRCG 13 Live at 5. We hope to see you tonight at 6. Have a great evening.